Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and pretty sure we got the bench of guys in today, and we will take out the apples this time. So one moment while I get that lineup set up. And I do have to correct myself a bit. We already had gone on a 3-game losing streak before yesterday's game. Oops, I'm gonna have to change make a defensive change. That's all right. Anyway, we'd already lost 3 in a row. I was thinking in the Cincinnati series that we lost the first one, won the second one. It was the other way around, so we had been on a 3-game skid before winning yesterday. Not in an easy fashion. About won 3-2, and all 3 runs scored in the bottom of the 8th, and it took a very nice double play by Chief at the end of the game to even seal it. It looked like the Cardinals had a good chance of tying that game or even going ahead in the 9th until that play. So we're just hoping for something a little more smooth today. Gil's going to be on the mound to try to make it happen. I did forget to switch Phil and Kester around, so I will be doing that just as soon as I am able. Juan Pierre should be coming to the plate here in a moment. Here he is. There we go, getting that switched around now before it causes any problems. Say Phil might actually have the stronger arm of those two, but Kester definitely with better range. Anyway, Juan Pierre takes strike 1 and then pops this one up foul. Martinez makes the grab. 1 down. Here Cesar is Turris. He will swing and miss at the first pitch. This pitch is down and away. Fouls that one away. Not in the air, though, so nothing Martinez could have done. 1-2. Called strike 3, a fastball on the inside corner. That will bring Albert Pujols to the plate. I don't know if we can totally say we've kept him in check, but we have definitely kept him in the yard. I think. Yeah, this is only the second game of this series. He's got a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Called strike 3, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Nothing doing as of yet. Kester will lead off today. Cardinals look to have the same line. No, this is the 3rd game of this series. We lost the first one. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just feeling lost up here. It's hard to keep everything straight with all the lineup changes and everything. Plus, it doesn't help that these games don't mean a whole lot. We're already locked into the division championship, and the Cardinals are already locked out of the playoffs. Kester starts off the game with a strikeout. One thing that is a little bit exciting, I guess, is that the Reds, I think possibly as soon as today, could lock up the wild card spot, depending on how other games go. So have to check on that afterwards. Miyake in the here and now has a 1-2 count, and he will hit a line drive into right center. That's going to roll back towards the wall, and he will cruise in with a 1-out double. Chief at the plate then to try to drive in an early run. Chief spent what felt like the whole game just flying out to left before he finally broke through late. Has a 1-2 count in this at-bat. He will swing and miss for strike 3. Quinton at the plate then. He's likely going to need a hit to drive in the run now. He will bat left-handed. He has a 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. Wainwright doesn't seem to be real interested in pitching to him, although that one is in there for a strike. Oh, I got away with the pitch there. Quinton whiffed on it. Fouled away. Still a full count with 2 outs. Runner on second. This one's going to make the seats in foul ground, I'm pretty sure. There it goes. Is this one going to stay fair? It will, and it's going to drop in for a hit, and Miyake in there already for the first run of the game. I mean, 2 outs, he could take off right away. That helped. And it stayed up in the air for a while, but not long enough for Pierre to get there to make the play. So that brings Zach to the plate. 1 on with 2 outs. And that's a line drive into right field. Runners on first and second for Sweeney. Couldn't come up with the big hit yesterday, though he has been hitting well. That's going to be line drive into right. Here comes Quinton on the way home. And that will end up with runners on the corners now with 2 outs. And the Squirrels with a 2-0 lead. Martinez at the plate. Sweeney takes off for second, and he will steal that easily. Sky, not much of an arm behind the plate. Base hit for Martinez. 1 run already in. Sweeney on the way. Sweeney. So already 4-0 Squirrels. Phil at the plate. Runner on first with 2 outs. And this is the explosion I think we've been waiting on. Nothing has come easy for the Squirrels, but maybe this game will finally put things back on track. Phil grounds out to shortstop, so that will end the first. 4-0 Squirrels. J.D. Drew will lead things off for St. Louis in the second.
Number 7, J.D. Drew, right fielder.
First pitch to Drew is a curveball for a strike. Fouled away to make it 0-2. Does not chase that sinker. Swings and misses at the curveball. That is the first out of the inning. I think J.D. Drew struck out in all 4 at-bats he had yesterday, unless he got a hit in the 9th. I don't remember if he came to the plate or not. Adrian Beltre pops this one up foul. Martinez should have it, and he does. 2 down, and here is Chris Burke.
Center fielder.
Ground ball back to Gill, and that will end the top of the second. 4-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom half of the inning, and Gill is due to lead things off. Squirrels nearly bat around last inning. So starting off with the 9-hole here in the second. First pitch from Adam Wainwright is a curveball for strike 1. Grounds this one to short as Tourist first, 1 out. Kester struck out in his first at-bat, 1 of 2 that Wainwright got. I actually think they were both early in the lineup. It was him and Chief, I do believe, were the strikeout victims. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Called strike 2. Popped up behind first. Pujols makes the grab. 2 outs, and here is Miyake, who hit a double and then scored the first run of the game. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the second. Much quieter inning, but the Squirrels still hold a 4-0 lead as Sky will lead things off. Gill starts Sky off with a fastball, but it's too low. Sky, he is in there to hit mostly. I don't remember him having maybe any pass balls. There are not very many, but he's not going to cut down many runners on the base paths. He's got a 2-2 count in this at bat. He will hit this one right to Chief on the ground. 1 out. Here's his Drupal Cabrera.
Second baseman.
Yep, sinker down and away. Curveball gets a swing and a miss. Ground ball right to Phil. 2 down. And here is Wainwright at the plate. I didn't look up the numbers and don't think I will today, but I seem to remember him being a decent hitting pitcher, and right on cue, there is a base hit. So here goes the second go-around for the Cardinals. 3 strikeouts for Gill the first time around. Pierre, not one of those. He fouled out. Has an 0-2 count at the moment, though. And this will be a ground ball through Gill. Kester picks it up and gets it to first, and that will end the inning. I had not realized that Adam Wainwright's hit was the first one for the Cardinals. So nothing too special going for Gill now. Chief at the plate in the bottom of the third. Squirrels still ahead 4-0 as he looks at strike 1. That pitch down and away. Comes back with a fastball that gets popped straight up. Sky goes back and makes the grab. So that'll bring Quinton to the plate. Got the first RBI single back in the first inning. A high pop fly that landed in front of Juan Pierre. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. It's similar, and it will fall in again. I thought Pierre might get to that one, but he did not. So that'll bring Zach to the plate. He also got a base hit in his first at-bat and drove in 2 runs, I believe. Maybe it was just the one. This one's not going to get through as Turris makes the catch. 2 down, runner on second. Sweeney. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, Zach doesn't have an RBI. Sweeney does. And then Martinez knocked in the other 2. Quinton tagged out on that ground ball to second. That'll end the third inning. We go to the fourth. Cesar Turris is going to lead off for the Cardinals. Still a 4-0 Squirrels lead. As Turris did strike out in his first at-bat, and he looks at a ball to start off this one. There's a called strike. So in just a bit outside. Ground ball. Gill tries for it. Can't quite get there. Phil makes a bit of a wild throw, but Sweeney able to adjust and get back to the bag in time. We'll say Phil, his one big thing is supposed to be being an excellent defensive second baseman, but he has not shown that as of late. So here's Albert Pujols. Base is empty with 1 out. Struck out in his first at-bat, and he swings and misses at a curveball to open this at-bat. Hits this one, a ground ball to first, and Sweeney will take care of that. 2 away. Here is J.D. Drew coming off another strikeout. The pitch is down and away. This one is swung on and missed to make it 1-1. High fastball. Drew lays off. Ground ball to Phil. Excuse me, that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Martinez will lead things off for the Squirrels, who still lead 4-0. So yeah, Martinez had the 2 RBI single in his first at-bat, because Sweeney had stolen second to get himself into scoring position. This one to the right side, but it won't get through. Cabrera fields that one and gets it to first. 1 down. Phil, ground out to third, I think. Or no, he hit a... no, that wasn't Phil. Yeah, I think it was third or short he ground out to. This one hit pretty sharply, but foul. 1-2. This one a line drive towards the middle. Cabrera able to catch it on the fly. So here is Gill. He ground out at his first at bat. Looks at strike one. Fouled away to make it 0-2. Fouled off again to third. This one popped to third. Beltre getting over, and he will end the inning. We go to the fifth. Still a 4-0 Squirrels lead. The Cardinals will start off with Adrian Beltre at the plate. Beltre fouled out in his first at bat. Swings and misses at a curveball here. Another swing and a miss will make it 0-2. And this will hook foul, still 0-2. Gill winds. Throws in a fastball, gets put right back to him, but it gets through for a base hit. Gill's the only one that had a prayer fielding that one. Leadoff single brings Chris Burke to the plate as he watches that first pitch go outside. Sinker in there for strike one. Fastball in there for strike two. A ground ball, this could be a double play. Gill on to second, Kester to first, not in time. So it goes down as a fielder's choice. Here's Sky, hit a ground ball in his first at bat. So check over on first. Swing and a miss. Ground ball, that'll get through for another base hit. Phil kind of comically diving for it well after his in center field. So here's his Dribble Cabrera, who has been hot lately. Has two runners on with an out. Has a 1-1 count at the plate. Looks at a backdoor curve for strike two. This is fouled away. Curveball, I think, would have been in the dirt, but it's fouled off instead. Gill tries the curveball again and gets a swing and a miss. Two outs. Here's Adam Wainwright, who did get a base hit in his first at bat. Looks at strike one. Slider down at Wainwright's feet. Better fastball, and it's put into right field. That's going to fall in for a hit. One run's going to come in for the Cardinals. 4-1 now. Runners on the corners for Juan Pierre. I think only one strikeout in that second go-around for Gill. Although he is, well, historically, he's not been really a high strikeout guy. Although he's having trouble just getting out of this inning now. Another base hit, scores another run, and keeps runners on the corners. 4-2 now. Cesar Izturis looks at strike one. A two-out rally here for the Cardinals. This one is hit back to Gill. He will go to first with it. Just barely in time, but it is in time. So the Cardinals get two to have the score. 4-2 Squirrels, and they will start off with Kester at the plate in the bottom of the fifth. Kester 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a pop-out. Looks at strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two, and then a ground ball that Dribble Cabrera dives for, and he is able to get it to first in time. A near infield hit, but no such luck for Kester. Miyake 1 for 2. He's got a double and a strikeout as he looks at strike one here. And that changeup too far outside. Ground ball to Cabrera. He does not have to dive for that one. 2 away. Here is Chief, who's had a rough day at the plate. Struck out and fouled out. Looks at strike one on the outside corner. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Looks at strike three. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It's a 4-2 Squirrels lead, and Albert Pujols will lead things off for St. Louis. Pujols 0 for 2 so far. First pitch, called a strike. That curveball did not make it to the zone. Elevated fastball, called strike 2. Then a fastball right down the middle, and Pujols just looks at it. One down, here's J.D. Drew. He is 0 for 2. Grounds this one. That does get through the left side. I actually thought that one would get fielded, but it is a hit. Adrian Beltre got a hit in his last at-bat. That sinker misses down and away. Curveball in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And will that get down? Nope, Kester makes the play. He's not going to have the arm to get the double play. Chris Burke is ground out in both at-bats so far today. 2 outs, runner on first. That curveball bounces in. Another one curveball that bounces in. I'm not sure that one bounced, but it was in the dirt. 3-0. There's a called strike through a sinker on 3-0. This one too far outside. 2 on, 2 outs for Sky, who, while he hasn't done a whole lot against us, you can see the numbers. He is dangerous. Has an 0-2 count at the moment. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gill is out of the inning and also out of the game. He'll leave with a 4-2 Squirrels lead. Quinton is going to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th. Quinton is 2 for 2 with 2 very well-placed pop flies. First pitch up around his head. This one called a strike on the inside corner. He got a lot of this one. Did he get all of it? He did. His 4th home run of the year, and even 400 feet. It is a solo shot, and that will make it a 5-2 Squirrels lead. I feel like his first home run in a while. Here's Zach. He's only hit 1 home run all year, and it was pretty early in the year. Come close a few times, but just can't seem to get it over the fence. Hits a good fly ball here, but Burke, I think, is going to track it down, and he does. 1 away. Here's Sweeney. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Swings and misses at a changeup. Here's a bounced-in curveball. Sweeney let it go. Ground ball right to second, and that will be the 2nd out of the inning. Here is Martinez. He is 1 for 2. Looks at a strike. This changeup is inside. That changeup outside, maybe low as well, makes it 2-1. Called strike on the fastball. Popped foul. It'll make the screen. 2-2 still. Ground ball. Cabrera can't get there. It's going to roll through for a base hit. And then Martinez, absolutely no idea what he thought he was doing. Gets tagged out at second. A decision he had absolutely no business making. So it keeps it at a 4-2 ball game. We go into the 7th inning. We will go get Gonzalez. You might remember he had a meltdown last week. Did get a second chance at it and pitched much better that second time around. All right, Asdrubal Cabrera is 0 for 2 today. Starts off with a cutter for strike 1. Splitter down and in. Throws another splitter and it's fouled away. That'll make it 1-2. Changeup called strike 3. One down. Wainwright is 2 for 2 on the day. He's given up 5 runs, but he's done his work at the plate, I guess. Has a 2-0 count. There's a called strike. Another called strike. Called strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. Juan Pierre, I do believe he got a hit in his last at-bat. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. Fastball in there for strike 2. Change up, ground to second. Phil throws it to first, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. 5-2, Squirrels lead. Phil is going to lead off on the other side. All right, Cardinals are going to change pitchers. Here's Kelvin Jimenez. Phil is 0 for 2 today. He will look at strike 1 here. Hits this towards the middle, but his Turris will pick it up and throw to first. One down. We will pinch hit here. Let's see. Let's go with Iwata. Get the newest guys in here for some experience. It will be a AAA day tomorrow. I think we play the Pirates, and I think it's here, but I'm not 100% sure of either one of those things. Iwata has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pretty light work for Jimenez so far. Kester 0 for 3 on the day. Hits this one to third. It is a fair ball. Beltre with a bit of a long throw, but he makes it with ease. A 5-2 Squirrels lead as we go into the 8th, where Cesar Turris will lead things off. It is still a save situation, so we'll go get Hermida. Oh, there he is.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 17, Hermida.
All right, first pitch to his Turris is a curveball for a ball. Not exactly sure where it missed. Fastball called a strike. This curveball bounces in. Fouled away. That will make it a 2-2 count. Another fastball, but it's too low. We've got a full count to start this inning. Swings and misses at the curveball for the first out. Here is Albert Pujols. 0 for 3, and he struck out twice today. Not a normal game for him, so of course he promptly gets a hit up the middle. Oh, Miyake mishandles it. Thankfully, it does not cost anything. Still just a single for Pujols. J.D. Drew getting a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here's Adrian Beltre. He is 1 for 3 so far. That curveball goes too far outside. There's a called strike on the curve. Fouls this one away to make it 1-2. Ground ball to Chief, who gets it to first, and that will end the top of the 8th inning. 5-2 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the 8th, where Miyake will lead things off. First pitch to Miyake is called a strike. This one up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. Leadoff single brings Chief to the plate. He is 0 for 3. As they check over on first, probably for good reason. Chief looks at strike one up in the zone. Hits this one into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. Runners on first and second. Here is Quinton. Hit a solo home run in his last at-bat. Hits this one on the ground. Pujols has to dive for it. They get the out at second, and that is the only throw made. So that will leave runners on the corners with, I do believe, one out. Zach hits the first pitch into right field. J.D. Drew has it. Miyake tags up, and he will score another run. And this is no longer a save situation. Sweeney 1 for 3. Runner on first with 2 outs. After the RBI sac fly out of Zach. This is fouled away. Into shallow center, and his Turris makes the grab. We'll move into the 9th inning. It's now a 4-run Squirrels lead, and the Cardinals will start off with Chris Burke. So we'll have Zap come in and try to clean this up.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis, number 23, Zach.
And Burke drew a walk in his last plate appearance, ground out in the 2 previous at-bats. Looks at strike one. Hits a ground ball here. Sweeney picks it up and steps on the bag. One down. Here is Sky. He is 1 for 3 today. Looks at strike one. Hits this one foul over sort of by the first base dugout. 0-2. Breaking ball gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. Here is Asdrubal Cabrera, who is 0 for 3 today. He is the Cardinals' last hope. See, he watches that fastball sail high. This one is called a strike. Up and out. Comes back with the fastball that's lined into center field for a base hit. That brings the tying run to the plate. It's the pitcher's spot, so the Cardinals will pinch hit, and here comes Troy Gloss. Still not entirely sure why he's not starting, although Adrian Beltre is probably closer comp than what the Cardinals have had. Gloss looks at strike one, swings and misses to make it 0-2. Ground ball to third. Will Chief have the arm to get the out? He does. There we go. We've won 2 in a row. Your final score today, St. Louis Cardinals 2, Indianapolis Squirrels 6. Finally, a game we did not have to stress about. So we'll take a look at a few replays. All right, Quinton gets to be your player of the game. Drove in the first run as well as hitting a later homer. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, like I said, I think we've got the Pirates tomorrow. We'll see you then.